A new month is here. It's September, so let's discuss some of the books that I might get to read this month. Hi, my name is Jonathan. This is Mr. Pearson Talks Books. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm an elementary school teacher who reads middle grade books so that I can make recommendations to my students, to their parents, and to other teachers so that they can recommend good books as well. So on my list for possible reads, and I say possible because I'm a bit of a mood reader. I make a list, but I don't always stick to it. First up is Dreamslinger by Gracie Kim. And this particular book is described as Amari and the Night Brothers combined with Pokemon. And you can see that there is on the front cover here, let me hold that up to the camera. You can see that there's a girl riding what looks like a very scary Pokemon. So this is first on my list. I actually started this already. I'm looking forward to continuing with it because I don't just read middle grade books. I do read adult fiction as well. And I have a book that has been on my Kindle for going on 2 years now. And that is Shadow of the Sith by Adam Christopher. Adam Christopher has a new Star Wars book coming out later this year about Darth Vader, and I've heard really good things about Shadow of the Sith. This is a Luke Skywalker, Lando Calrissian story. I also have this book right here called The Bellwoods Game, and this is the story of some kids who, in their town, they have a tradition where they have to complete a game. I believe it's every Halloween. It says here, everyone knows Fall Hollow is haunted. It has been ever since Abigail Snook went into the woods many years ago and was never seen again. Since then, it's the tradition of sixth graders at Beckett Elementary to play the Bellwoods game, in which 3 kids are chosen to go into the woods on Halloween night. Whoever rings the bell there wins the game and saves the town for another year. But if Abigail's ghost captures all the players first, the spirit is let loose to wreak havoc on Fall Hollow, or so the story goes. My wife is actually interested in reading this one as well, so I think we'll read it together. Then I also have The Haunting of Henry Davis. You can tell from looking at the front cover there, looks like some spooky seance type stuff going on, probably involving some ghosts. As we get into September and closer to October, want to start reading more like cozy. I don't know if that's right. I like reading spooky stuff. I read it all year long. So I'm looking forward to this one. I have this book here, The 13 Doors of Blackhouse by Laura LaVoy. And in this book, Maya, she's going to spend a week at Blackhouse, which it was once the home of her favorite mystery writer. And once they get there, they discover that things are not exactly what they seem. Never heard of it, but I saw the cover, and this was definitely a case of judging a book by its cover, because the cover really pulled me in. 3 more books. One of them came as a recommendation from my friend Sean Stevenson, who has a channel here on YouTube. So I'll put a link to his channel down in the description. You can go check his review of this book out. It's called Give Me Something Good to Eat by D.W. Gillespie. I don't know anything about it other than it also is related to Halloween. Sean posted a review of it. I listened to it and said, man, I'm putting this on my list. And he said, yes, I think you will really like this one. He gave it glowing reviews. All I know is it takes place on Halloween. The town there is, in the book, is very obsessed with Halloween. And one day a boy sets out to find out why. It kind of goes off the rails from there, from what I understand. So it's definitely on my list. I'm going to grab it from the library next time I'm there. And then I have 2 audiobooks that I am planning to listen to as I drive. And those are City Spies Mission Manhattan by James Ponti. It is book number 5 in the City Spy series. Pretty much anything by James Ponti is going to be fantastic. He has a great way of writing. His stories are always full of heart. They're full of love, lots of excitement too, and very little meanness like you might find in some other books. I don't like to talk bad about other authors, but I gave up on the Spy School series by Stuart Gibbs because there was a lot of meanness in those books. Just didn't like it. It wasn't for me. And then the last one, the second audiobook that I have is continuing the Myrtle Hardcastle mystery series. And this one is called In Myrtle Peril. Every title has the word Myrtle in it somehow. And in this particular one, Myrtle's father, he has to identify whether or not someone who is claiming to be the heir to a fortune is actually that person. But then he ends up in the hospital needing a tonsillectomy. And while he's there, he may have witnessed a murder, but nobody can find the murder victim. So Myrtle and Miss Judson, her governess, have to get to the bottom of what's going on. If you haven't read any of the Myrtle Hardcastle books, I highly recommend them. The audiobooks are great, great stories, very much in the line of Agatha Christie. I am a huge Agatha Christie fan, so I would highly recommend that you check out Myrtle Hardcastle. Great for fourth graders, fifth graders, even sixth graders. Just wonderful stories. So those are the possible books that I'm hoping to read in the month of September. Again, I am a bit of a mood reader. I just read what I want to read. So, but I'm wondering, what is it that you are reading? What books are you looking forward to reading in the month of September? Leave a title down in the comments, and I'll let you know if I've read it or if I'm going to add it to my to-be-read list. And if you're enjoying these conversations, if you like knowing what I'm reading and getting these recommendations, please consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button, like this video. And as always, my name is Jonathan, and this is Mr. Pearson Talks Books. If you are interested in seeing the books that I read in August, by all means, go ahead and click on the video that'll pop up next, and it'll take you so you can see what I recently read in the month of August.